Have you ever considered what you would do if you found yourself being followed? It's an unnerving thought, isn't it? Yet, in the world we live in, it's a reality that many face. Studies show that 75% of women have been followed at some time in their lifetime, whether we realized it or not. The reasons why someone might follow you can vary. It could be the guy you just cut off in traffic. It could be a thief or burglar that has made you the target. Or even worse, it could be for other reasons. Whatever the reason is, you need to be educated on what your best options are to handle a situation like this. But fear not, because today we're going to arm you with practical tips and strategies to handle such situations. Firstly, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't dismiss that uneasy feeling in your gut. It could be your subconscious picking up on subtle signs that something isn't right. Secondly, stay in public places. If you suspect you're being followed, avoid deserted areas and stick to crowded places. There's safety in numbers, and it's less likely for someone to harm you when there are potential witnesses around. Thirdly, vary your route. Take different turns, cross the road, and see if the person continues to follow. This can help confirm your suspicions and also make it harder for the person to keep track of you. Fourthly, alert someone. Use your phone to call a friend, family member, or the authorities. Even if you're unsure, it's better to err on the side of caution. If calling isn't an option, send a text or use a safety app to share your location. If you have someone you trust to share your cell phone location at all times, it's not a bad idea. Fifthly, make it obvious that you know you're being followed. You may not want to make direct contact, however, look the person directly in the eyes or take their picture. Often, this can deter them as they realize they've been noticed. Before you make it known to this person, you want to take steps to ensure that this person is in fact following you. Walk faster and see if they start walking faster. Take several turns, make a right turn, and see if you still see that person. Turn left or cross the street and go in the opposite direction to see if you still see that same person. You can always go into a store and observe the person from inside the store. Lastly, defend yourself if necessary. While it's best to avoid confrontation, it's essential to know some basic self-defense moves if it comes to that. Remember, your safety is paramount. So, what have we learned today? Trusting your instincts is key. If something feels off, it probably is. Stay in public places and avoid deserted areas. Vary your route to make it harder for the person following you. Alert someone, whether it's a friend, family member, or the authorities. Make it obvious that you know you're being followed. And finally, know some basic self-defense moves to protect yourself if it comes to that. Remember, your personal safety is crucial. Before we wrap things up, here are some additional safety tips that might come in handy. First, consider carrying a whistle or personal alarm. Remember, you can always hit your car alarm if your vehicle is close by. The loud noise can deter potential followers and attract help. You can always stop a person on the street that you feel comfortable talking to and act as if you know them. This is to appear that you are no longer alone. You can even alert that person on what your current issue is. Second, always keep your phone charged and accessible. You never know when you might need to make an emergency call. If you are alone, you can always call a friend or family member to stay on the phone with you until you reach safety. You can always contact the authorities to give them your current location and stay on the phone with them until you get to safety. Lastly, be aware of your surroundings at all times. Situational awareness is key when it comes to these situations. Do not walk around with both headphones in your ears. This can block your ability to hear if someone is behind you. It can also distract your attention to what is going on around you. It can make you a target if someone notices that you are not paying attention. Notice the people around you, identify safe places in your vicinity, and always have an exit plan. If you are headed home, never go directly home. The person following you may decide to come to your home and target you later. Stay in a crowded area and go into a store or location where you will not be alone. These additional tips can further enhance your safety and give you an extra layer of protection. Remember, you can never be too careful when it comes to your personal safety. Now that we've covered all these safety measures, let's talk a bit about the importance of safety education. Remember, knowledge is power. By familiarizing yourself with these safety tips, you're already taking a huge step towards preventing dangerous situations. But don't stop there. Encourage your friends, family, and community to also learn about personal safety. Share this video with them, discuss these tips, and create a safer environment for everyone. Remember, safety education isn't just about reacting to dangerous situations, it's a powerful tool for prevention. By educating ourselves and others, we can create a world where personal safety is a priority, not an afterthought. Remember, if you are in danger, call your local police or emergency authorities. While we hope you'll never have to use these tips, it's always better to be prepared. This video is not to place fear in anyone. We should not live in fear. However, it is to educate you in the event you do find yourself in this situation. Stay safe out there. Have you ever been followed? If so, how did you handle it? We all need to learn from one another. Also, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining our community.